So now, my friends, we're going to work on the dark mode feature, which is one of the most exciting features and people love it. Okay, it's more relaxing to the eyes and it actually just looks better in every single website. Okay, so it's going to be a bit easy and also we're going to have some problems that we need to fix. So let me explain. If you go back right here to our application and then go right here and then to the index for the styles, in the root right here we define the variables that we used in CSS. So for example, if I went like and changed the background color for BG primary, that means that changes to white. So we can have like another class name, okay? That's all it does, it just changes the values that we have right here, okay? So I can go right here for the dark, I like BG primary, and I can go like primary, and I can change it to another color, like red, okay? You can do that. And that means if you add the class name like to the whole application, now the BG primary is gonna be red. The same goes for the others, okay? So if you go right here, we defined like the other attributes for the dark, okay? So this is for the BG primary, this is how it's gonna look. But there is some changes that are gonna be right here. So let me paste what I have and then you're gonna change them, okay? So like that, okay? So these are the values that I want. So in the dark mode, the BG primary is gonna be this one, in the secondary this one, and the rest as you see right here, okay? So if I go back right here and then go to the app.js, I can go to the first div, which is that holds all the application. I can add a class name, I can add dark, and as you see the application is going to change because we've changing the values of the variables right here, okay? So now this is how it's going to look, you know, at the start. There's still a lot of things that we need to change, but this is how it looks as you see. Okay, let me go back right here. Okay, as you see, it's a bit not complete, and the reason is because some class names we didn't add the variables to it. So now this is like just the first look. It's gonna be way better than this, I promise you, don't worry. And we're gonna go through every single page. We're gonna start like from the, let me go right here, let me log out. Okay, so we're gonna start from here and see if everything is all right, then we'll go to the next step and see the rest. So right here, everything looks all right. It seems like what you want in dark mode. If you click in the create account, okay, everything is right. In the form also everything is fine. Okay, so the only thing that we want to change is the color for this blue right here, okay? For the outside div, it should not be white, it should be like something dark, okay? So I'm gonna select the dark class name and then I'm gonna select the blur, so we only affect this in the dark mode. So it's gonna be a background, it's gonna be an RGBE, so it's gonna be like color, dark color, and then the opacity like 0.53. okay, which is like this, okay? Wait, this is close. Okay, see, they didn't work on the click outside for this page, okay? So this is not our chapter. Maybe I'm gonna fix that in the other chapter, okay? But for now, everything looks alright. I can close and everything right here is fine. Okay, I don't see any problems. This actually look very nice. Even Facebook doesn't have a dark mode for the login page, but we done it, okay? So now let me log in. Okay. Everything is fine. So this is for the home page. Okay, I feel like we have another problem. We don't see the posts. I need to refresh to see them. Yeah, so that's another problem that I need to fix. Don't worry, I'm gonna do everything. So if we have any problems, you're gonna see it, but now we're just working on dark mode. So as you see right now, if I click right here, so this is the blur div, everything is fine right here, okay? So maybe now we can start working from the header and then go in and see everything and then go to the home left and then right here and then the profile, and we keep continuing, okay? So we're going to start from the header and the left. This looks fine, nothing wrong right there. But if we click on right, this is blue, this is black. We want it to be white. So that means there is something wrong for this class name. Okay, let me just select it. Okay, so that means for the search for this class name, okay, let me take that. So let me go back for the header. So in the components, then the header, then the style, not this one, the style. Let me search for this. Okay, right here. So this is the input. I'm gonna add the color, which is gonna be variable, and it's gonna be color primary, like that, and that's gonna fix it. So we didn't do that, so now everything is fine. Yeah. And also when I hover right here, okay, this is not the right color, this is for the hover one class name. For that, it's same to the index, and I can select the dark and then select the hover one, and we hover one. When we hover on it, okay, I can go background and we can use variable, I don't know, like this color, BG third, yeah, like that. Let me save, and as you see when I hover, okay, so that's what I want. So I feel like for the left side right here, you can write, okay, everything is fine. And then right here, everything is fine. Okay. Yeah, everything is fine. And also just gonna fix this for the left side. We're not come to this yet, but as you see, everything is fine right here. For the middle parts, everything is fine. Okay. We don't have any problems. On the right side, this is fine. But for these ones, let me close this. So for the SVGs, they should be white. Not like this, okay? They should be white. So you can select that. It's actually quite easy. I can go to the dark and then header right, which is the header right class name, header right, and then we're going to select every single SVG there, and we can fill it white like that. So let me see. As you see now, it's fixed. So like the first appearance of the header is now complete. Okay, still gonna be problems for the menus. Okay, so the left side of the menu right here is fine, but for the right side right here, it should be white for these SVGs. Okay, so let me get the class name right here. Okay, alright circle. I can take that. I can go dark dot alright circle, and then fill, and then white. Okay, this is an icon. Oh, sorry, this is an icon, so it's gonna be a bit different. So I'm gonna go and select the icons inside them, and then I'm gonna use filter, then invert 100% like that. Yeah. So now as you see, it's fine. The menu is fine. Maybe you can add this on side like a separate file. I feel like. So let me take everything. Yeah, I can go to a separate file. So let me go. We can add it like right here. Let's call this in the styles. Okay, I can add one. Let's call it dark.css. Paste everything right here. Go to the index and let me import the styles. So right here for the styles, let me get that. So it's gonna be dark.css. It should be the latest one or the last one, so it doesn't create any problems. What is this? Can't resolve dark. Okay, so where we have it. So in the styles, it should be in the styles like that. So let me save. And now as you see, it's been changed. Let me close the index and keep working on the dark. Right here. I can go like for the header, I can specify where I'm working, like header. So that's a better organization like that. As you see, everything is fine. Now let me see this. Yeah, everything is fine. So we have some problems right here. Okay, so when I click right here, it's buggy, and also this should be blue as it's the active, selected icon as we done with the light mode. Also the background should be light blue. Also like there is no hover right here. This should not be black. So we're gonna have like a large fix or a universal fix that's gonna fix this for all inputs and also for these icons right here. Okay, so let's start with the active status. So maybe that could be a better idea. So let me go back right here. I can select dark and then the active header, which is the class name that we use to add the blue color. So I'm gonna go to the background and I'm gonna add the variable light blue color. Okay, and let me add important, so even if you hover it doesn't change. And then I'm gonna copy that and then I'm gonna select the SVG inside. Okay, and I'm gonna fill it with the blue color. So I'm gonna use variable and then blue color, and let me add also important. So now if I go back right here and click on it, okay, so now as you see, it's light blue in the background. Outside everything is still fine without any problem. Okay, now I feel like this should also have a hover, and it doesn't have any hover effect, so that actually could be fixed easily. So let me just go to the dark class name, and then we're gonna go to the header right, which is the right side of the header, and then we're gonna select the circle icon. It's the icon that holds the SVG, and we're gonna work on the hover state. Okay, when we hover, and we can make like the background just 8. Okay, another one. Okay, 1 2 3. Let me remove 1. Okay, like that. So now if you hover, it actually looks nice, and you can hover on this normally, but when it's in active state you can't do that anymore. Okay, so that's actually very nice. As you see, yeah, without any problem. But let's fix the problem with the whole inputs. Like if you have an input right here, I want to write in white. And also we're gonna add the search functionality, don't worry. Anything that I didn't do, I'm gonna do it. So let me go back right here and let me select the dark mode and every single input, and then the color should be variable, and let's add like, I don't know, actually let me just copy it. Let me just get the color from the styles. Okay, this one, or just this one, this color primary, you can use that. Or is it? Yeah, I feel like it's close to white. So let me try it. Okay, so let me see right now. Yeah, it's white enough, and also right here. So everything is fine with the inputs and also with the header right here. Now we can select these icons and also make them white. So I know we could have used them like directly, but this is an icon, you know, you can set like the color. You gotta work with like filters, and that's bad. So this is the easiest way possible. So I'm gonna select our class name, and then I'm gonna select the small circle, which is the div that holds all these icons. Okay, and then I'm simply gonna add a filter, and it's gonna be invert 100%, and let me add important like that and save. And now I feel like we've done everything in the header. So as you see, you can switch between menus. It's still this problem right here for this icon. We can fix that. Okay, so inspect, and then we're gonna select this class name circle, and then I can go back right here. Let me copy just that, you know, and then go right here, and then also let me change the small circle to the class name circle simply, and now we have it. Okay, so everything is fine there. And also maybe let me just check, you know, just as a caution, you know, step, let me just, for the inputs, only select the inputs that are text. Okay, not like I don't know, select and all the other stuff that's might create a problem. So maybe I can go to the type, and then we can see. So I'm gonna go when the type is equal text, like that. So I feel like that's gonna stay valid, and this is gonna work fine. Yeah, everything's fine. So like we've done with the inputs, and sorry, we've done with the header. I feel like I've done everything, I hope. If I forgot something, yeah, you can fix it yourself. It's not like the end of the world. But I feel like I've done every single thing you want to do right here. Okay, yeah, so let's continue.